What's up, fam? Sorry about the lateness, but old drama and new herbs do not work. I'll repeat that again. Old drama and new herbs. Don't do it. Don't do it. So, waiting for the text message to hit. We'll see it in a second. But hey, family, I want to say great Umoja to each and every last one of you. We're going to run through this toast. My stomach is acting up. I went and experimenting with some melon seeds. Oh, man. And they cleaning me out. But I'm here. Sometime early in the morning you get stuck in certain places, right? So I'm like, shit. Literally shit. I was like, oh my God. But it's a beautiful Umoja anyway. There we go. Text message went out. And we popping. We up live. We have some ambrosia. So I need to remind you that you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is a Heart of December production, and this is the Daily Toast, where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.
Drink some water. Move your body, drink some water.
But hey, drink, drink some water. Raise your glass and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Drink. With Umoja. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Drink. Good morning, great day. It's the start of another powerful week. The question we have to ask each of ourselves is, what are we going to do with the new cycle that we have been blessed with? Like I was saying at the beginning of the show, old drama and new herbs do not work well together. I had the opportunity to eat on some melon seeds last night, and old drama and new herbs. No good mix, my friend. Not a good mix, right? So, it appears that it's moving through me. It's moving through me very rapidly, right? But hey, I want to say once again, it's great Umoja. Let's get straight into it. Without any further ado. Today, of course, is Umoja. Hopefully, y'all speak the language by now. The Ma'atic principle for this day is truth. The color is violet. The Hermetic law is mentalism. The male name for the day is Quodro, and the female name is Adwa. Right? What a beautiful day it is going to be. All right, so let's go to the emotional emancipation circles. Emotions are very, very, very delicate and very powerful things that you run into when you're trying to nation build. And they have to be allowed to run their course. But of course, we have to we have to learn to ask those questions, those critical questions. And in the heat of the moment, a lot of times we don't, or the person that's trying to ask the question can't be heard. And I guess part of the issue, and I've been thinking about this. Part of the issue is that as a people, we have probably been repressed and oppressed so long that when emotions flow, you know what I'm saying, it's generations of shit that's coming out of us. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me speak for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because once shit start flowing, you know what I'm saying, I'm not trying to stop it. And I'm probably not alone in it. But I can speak for myself. I can't speak for everybody. But here we go. From the emotional emancipation circles, African Center Cultural Virtue and Value System. In Wolof today, the word is Taranga, a sense of hospitality. From Akan Ethics, we have the concept of truth, once again. And in the traditional Yoruba, we got Suru, which means patience. Patience. All right? So here we go. Let's go and finish this water real quick. So with the shirt, I'm going to be giving, sending the book, the hard copy, 7 sticks. This is not for sale yet. But in here, I have all of the principles. I got it broken down into each, rather than using, good morning, Miss Keisha. How are you doing this morning? Good to see you. In the book, because y'all see the shirt. Like I said, the shirt is so expensive, I feel bad. So I got to throw in a book. And it's a storybook. Now, of course, you're going to look at it and be like, it's a kid's story. But in here, let me read the chapters for you. The chapters are 7 sticks. The first is Unity's tale. The second is Determination's tale. The next is Respect's tale. The next one is Gratitude's tale. Purpose tale. Creativity's tale. Trust tale. And then the final chapter is called Interdependence. Alright? So in here I took some of the folk tales and I created some folk tales and put them in here talking about the principles. Now the first one for today, let me see if I can remember this one. I'm not going to tell the story. It's a tale called The Magic Birds, right? You can't sleep. You know I'm a master of sleep. What's going on? So it's it's probably one of the longest tales in here, but it's a tale discussing unity and some issues that people run into and dealing with unity done in the fable, right? So I mean, it's good to read for the kids, and also like I said, for those interested, I already got the book in a somewhat audible fashion because I had to put it together because at one point in time I wanted my kids to learn the story, so Gina and Sasha couldn't read, so I put it on YouTube. So I already got it ready to be sent out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I might even throw that in there. Because like I said, until I'm able to bring the price of the shirts down, because I'm trying to support black business. And y'all know how that can be sometimes because it's hard for our people to compete. We're moving into a time where I'm constantly conflicted. I came up with this show. One, to salute our ancestors, most definitely, but I have a need to speak my mind. I have a need to share what information I do have, and I wanted to use this as a vehicle for that because one of the things that I continuously run into is that when you start organizing, you start running into, I don't know whether I was running into or whether I was bringing. Either I was bringing bullshit or I was running into bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I haven't determined which yet. I'm just being honest. I haven't determined which yet. Because maybe I'm bringing the shit. I don't know. But I will always run into it and shit would get disappointing. And I figured that if I started broadcasting, if I continued broadcasting, because I was doing it regardless, if I just continue broadcasting and I just, I shared what I had or what I discovered or what I thought was new or what I thought was, I would be able to maintain peace. I mainly started broadcasting because I didn't want to do any more meetings. Start broadcasting in the way that I'm broadcasting. I no longer wanted to do meetings. But the information was so pressing on me because I'm looking, Brother Kwame say, when I was so frustrated with our people and our ignorant ass and asinine ways, I would call my older brother Nomo, and he would remind me of all the hell, our people has suffered through over the many generations, that he would actually give them a pardon. You get that, a pardon. And these, of course, would be people who he knew had betrayed him. I am shaking my head because comparatively, we ain't dealing with sugar, honey, iced tea. Spoken, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, and it's good to have that. And man, I'm just, I'm just, I'm in love with my people, man. It's crazy because it's like, damn, you could be like, you could walk into a situation, get your heart broken, and be like, shit, I'm gonna still send her some letters and shit every now and then. I'm gonna send her a text and check on her. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And but it is what it is. It is what it is. And today, for me, the challenge is going to be activating the reticular formation and start seeing and looking for the unity. Right? And I got to remind myself, and I need y'all to remind me, and I need, and if I need to remind you, today is a day of unity, and we have to begin looking for it. We have to begin seeking it out. You know what I'm saying? We have to trap it. You know what I'm saying? Learn to hold on to it. So, but like I said, man, because one of the things I didn't want to stop sharing. So I wanted to come up with a format where we could have discussions, a format where we was doing some of the things that I felt was important for us. So I do folk tales for grown folks. Because a lot of times when I approach and I want to teach about the folk tales, some of the people would be like, that's foolishness. Or I would want to use the African openness tree of life. That's foolishness. And, I have a small circle of individuals that understand, or at least allow me to indulge the old man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, because for me, the answers are clearly in here. There ain't shit that I ran into yet that I ain't run across in one of these folk tales. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's over this short 50 years that I've been living. I haven't run into any issue that I've been dealing with that I have not seen a folk tale that already dealt with that shit. And if I was versed in the folk tales when I was young, I think I would have been able to sidestep a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, Keisha, get up, drink you some water. We're about to do this toast. So, on this day of Umoja, I salute each and every last one of y'all. Shouts out to Amatu. I see you on there. And shouts out to the other Spreaker listeners, because I'm finding out, the Spreaker piece is really, y'all growing. It's incredible sometimes. I'm sitting up here like, what? So, like I said, family, we're reaching. So, it's like, boom, we got work to do. We got some major work to do. By the way, speaking of work to do, May 19th, at the Millennial Community School, 3500 Refugee Road, we will be having the Malcolm X Festival. There will be food there. There will be vendors there. There will be live entertainment there. There will be things for your children to do. There will be guest speakers. You know what I'm saying? There will be poetry, right? We have a band called the Goodfellows coming out. We have an open mic session. We having a young people's talent show. We have a play being put on by the Children Shall Lead Them Productions. We have a speaker coming out as well. Right now, Brother Abu Turay is going to be sharing some information about Malcolm X and why he's pertinent today, maybe even more so than back then, and a whole bunch of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So come on out to the festival. Also support the festival. I will put up the link if I can remember it. I gotta put the HTTPS, so I gotta type it. I ain't gonna type it right now. And hopefully Brother Hatim's Wi-Fi will be working by tonight. All right, for a lot of students, it is test time. So family, please make sure you allow your children to leave inspired. All right, leave inspired. We are in testing season right now, and we want our babies to go in with confidence. We want our babies to do well on these tests, even though even though in the overall scheme of things is it's I'm rolling my eyes up in the back of my head, Brother Kwame. I'm like, because Lord knows what we testing them for. So we got a whole new economy we moving into, but unfortunately nobody knows what the economy is like, so we don't even know what we're preparing our kids for, which is kind of confusing to the teachers as well as confusing to the kids, which causes a feedback loop, which causes kids to be confused in class and to cause disruption because they're wondering why they're sitting in class when nobody knows why they're being educated or what they're being educated for, right? They see people in their family that go to college and come out of college and don't work in the fields that they go to college for, and they be like, They see people who graduated from high school and they see them with no jobs, and they be like, They listen to what's going on in the economy, and they listen to the news, and they listen and see who we elected to be in office and be like, You know what I'm saying? So, allow your children to get the proper meal before they leave the house. Allow your child to be inspired when they leave the house. Say something positive to them so that when they go in, they can sit down, they can focus, and they can do their best on the test. Man, this water's running through me, man. I gotta hurry up. All right. The ambrosia look like it's maturing just a little bit. It's trying to form a SCOBY on top. Yeah, kinda. We about to see what's going on. And shouts out to Elder Nomo. I've been thinking about Nomo all weekend. So I went out and I started looking, Yeah, you little SCOBYs, get back in there and do your work. You're always trying to get, these SCOBYs is always trying to get over. I've been, so I posted up a few articles about the Afro set, right? And one of the things that I'm discovering as I look for articles about the Afro set is that there is not a lot of information online, at least, about the Columbus branch of the Afro set. There's a lot about what happened up in Cleveland, where it started with Harlell Jones, or Harlell X, because I can see no one talk about him. But there's not a lot about what went on here, so we have to take it upon ourselves, family, to kind of document our part in that history. So I don't know whether I got to motivate some young people or if I got to do it myself. You know what I'm saying? And to get us to start writing about our adventures in the Black Power movement, in the civil rights struggle, right? I even heard there was did y'all know it was a $12 million lawsuit here in Columbus in the early 80s because a police officer a Columbus police officer admitted that he had put surveillance devices within organizations in Columbus. NAACP was leading the lawsuit, but the organizations that they bugged was the Nation of Islam, NAACP, and AfroSat. So there was a $12 million lawsuit launched. I wonder if the AfroSat got any of that. If there was any money given out. So, but that's just like some of the questions that we got to ask. You know. So, first giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. It's maturing, family. Giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute the first ancestor, the Creator of the universe, and we say Ashe. From there we move on to our list. Let me get to the place where they are. There you go. All right. We call on Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robin the Texana, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia, William Walton, Christopher Penny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pimenel, No More Eggs, Pat Meyer, Rob Malika Pacua, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Dergale Pulliam, the Luxter brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Random, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Louis Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bert Beatty, Sarah Ware, Levita Farmer, Agosa Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ina Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammond, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore, Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, Essie Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Worlds, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amotet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Delma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy. We have DeFriedis, Hines, Inez Bostic, Edney Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Miriam Johnson, Wilbert Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenbaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaneko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth and Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mary Nichols, Amina Robinson, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boyd Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniels, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Halsey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Sanders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joan Ann Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erlington Houston. We lift up our glass to our ancestors and we say Ashe. From there, we salute this present moment. And remember, family, activate those reticular formations so that you can seek out wisdom. Not for, seek that out too, but seek out unity. We're looking for Umoja. So that's what we're on the hunt for, family. In the moment, we say Ashe. From there, family, we move out and to the future. We lift up our glass to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. So, we lift it up, and we say, Ashe. From there, we move on to all of our relations, and we lift up our glass, and we say, Ashe. From all of our relations, I move to the most important thing in the room. I salute you. I toast each and every last one of you to take the time to join us so that we can salute our ancestors. Those of you that's hunting down these principles. Those of you that's living these principles. I salute you, I toast you, and I say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Let's take a sip. Oh. Okay. It's thicker with this new tea. So I'm about to go down. I'm gonna let this other batch sit down there tonight. I'm gonna get it. This one is a lot thicker. One love to you as well, Brother Kwame. You have a great day. Have a great day, Miss Ruthie. Shouts out to Miss Amatu. You have a great and powerful day. Shouts out to Miss Keisha. I hope you're able to catch up on your sleep. All right, drink some water though, baby. That'll help. All right. With that, I'm out. And remember, you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Mystic Animals, man. This is a Heart of a Simple production, and this has been a Daily Toast. And, we strive to blow up your old paradigm.